Hey guys, it is Arickamisha. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video and today's title. I could not wait to come and talk about this. Something that God was ministering to me about, talking to me about. You have to protect your peace. You have to protect your peace. Let me give you the scriptures that God led me to. Philippians, the 4th chapter and the 7th verse. John, the 14th chapter and the 27th verse. Isaiah, the 26th chapter and the 3rd verse. Numbers, the 6th chapter, the 24th through the 26th verse. And of course, I'll put the verses on the screen for you so that when you have time, go back and read those scriptures because it's what God led me to. I love when I'm spending time with God and He ministered to me and I'm talking to Him about things and He leads me to His word, not all the time. Like sometimes I'm talking to God, He just talks to me, He doesn't always, lead me to His word, to the Bible. Sometimes God just talks to us about things, But it's funny though, because when God talks to me about things, I think about in the Bible. Like I think about things, this happened to so-and-so in the Bible too, so God gives us that knowledge where when He's talking to us, we can think back on His word. We can remember what we read, So let me read the notes that I wrote down as I was spending time with God. We have to protect the peace that God has given us. God gives us a peace that surpasses all understanding. We can't allow anyone or the enemy to take over our peace. And the reason why God was talking to me about protecting my peace is because I went to God about something, something that happened. And, I was, getting upset about it, and I was like, I don't think so. And God was saying to me, protect your peace. God said, protect the peace that I give you. God said, don't allow that situation to get you angry, get you upset, to get you all worked up. God said, stay peaceful, stay humble. God said, don't allow that situation to get you out of character. Don't allow it to get you angry and upset. God said, you got to protect the peace that I give you because that's what the enemy wants to do. He wants to disturb your peace. That's what he wants you to do. Disturb your peace, make you mad, make you miserable, get you off track so that you can't even, you're so angry and worked up, you can't even minister properly. God said, don't allow anybody to come in and disturb your peace. Protect the peace. Now, God wasn't talking about my self peace or the peace that man tries to give you. Because see, anything man gives you, man feel they can give and take it away. And our peace is limited. Our peace is based off of certain things. And one minute you have peace about this, but you can't have peace about that. See, the peace that God gives us is a peace that surpasses all understanding. It is a peace that will go nowhere. It is a God-given peace. And God said to me, protect your peace. Because we all know how people try to come to disturb our peace. I'm telling you, you could be happy, having a great day, or you go into work and somebody say something that makes you mad. We all know how that goes. Or you can be somewhere and somebody do something to make you mad. Or you could be on the phone with somebody and they say something that makes you mad. Or you could be talking to a family member and they say something that makes you mad. Or you know what I mean? We have to protect our peace. And the enemy doesn't want us to be peaceful. God wants us to be at peace. God wants us to be at rest with Him. And that's why God was saying to me, don't let this disturb your peace. Don't even let it. God said, don't even let it disturb your peace. God said, you keep the peace that I've given you. You keep the joy. You keep the happiness that I have given you. God said, don't let man disturb your peace. Because that's what people want to do. They miserable. They want you to be miserable too. They all worked up. They want you to be worked up. Nah. God said, no, protect the peace that I've given you. And a lot of times people do stuff to try to make you mad and try to make you angry and try to upset you. But when they see that you have that peace of God, the peace of God, there's nothing they can do to disturb you. They don't like that. That's why God was talking to me too. God said, they just trying to get you upset. They just trying to get you mad. God said, don't let anybody disturb your peace. God said, I've given you peace. Man hasn't given you the peace. God said, I've given you this peace. And don't let anyone disturb your peace. You have to protect your peace. Is what God wanted me to come and talk about today. And I pray that it helps someone. Because I'm here telling my business, praying that it helps you with your business. You have to protect your peace. Protect it. Ask God to help you keep your peace, and ask God to keep things and mess away from you so that you can be at peace with God. And ask God to help you to keep your peace, because a lot of times we allow things in to disturb our peace. No, don't let things in to disturb your peace. Don't. It's what God wanted me to come and talk about today. You have to protect your peace. And we have to protect our peace and be at peace so that we can hear God too. So we hear what God's trying to tell us. Because if we all worked up and stressed out and all, we and God trying to talk to us, but we so stressed out we can't hear what God is saying. So it's important that we protect our peace as well with that situation, so that we can hear what God is trying to tell us. Been there and done that. I have gotten myself let people come and disturb my peace, and God be trying to tell me stuff, and I get all worked up and I can't even hear what God is trying to tell me. I've experienced that. I've been there and done that too. You have to protect your peace. It's what God wanted me to come and talk about today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and God bless. Bye.